How's it going, everyone? Been covering a lot of Helldivers 2 recently, and we have a pretty major event that has just kicked off. It was accompanied by a pretty funny little news update video, which I like them doing this. I hope they continue to do this for every event that they run or every mission objective that gets updated, because I think it's kind of hilarious and adds a little bit of a charm to a game. And they tweeted that out. I'll go over that in a little bit. And we do have a new patch that dropped for Helldivers 2. We had one that dropped this morning and then also yesterday, so we'll go over that in a little bit. Now, before we get into this video, I just want to ask you guys, please like this video and do leave a comment with your thoughts. It really does help out the channel a lot, and it is much appreciated. Just do want to reiterate, for those of you that have yet to pick up the game and you want it on PC and Steam, go check out our friends at Green Man Gaming. They've got the game discounted 17% off to $33 and change. You can also buy the Super Citizen Edition. That'll be $49 and change instead of the $40 and $60 respectively if you buy the base game or the Super Citizen Edition on Steam. Use the code FEB17, that's FEB17, and you'll save the 17%. Link in the description box below. Check that out as well. But the Helldivers 2 official Twitter account noted, breaking automatons launch brazen assault on multiple well-populated planets. The mission objective has now shifted to a defend event. We have to win at least 8 defend campaigns against the automatons. The major order will last 2 weeks, so we have this 2-week period to defend. To win a defend campaign, you'll land on various planets, and then you'll do operations on any of the worlds, and then every time you complete an operation, the bar will slightly increase. It's blue versus red as far as the bar is concerned. Blue, obviously, is the Helldivers, and red is the enemy. We have to overpower the blue, so to speak, and then you can take back some of the areas and whatnot. Now, if we do ultimately beat the major order, you'll get a bunch of requisition, as was with the last major order as well, and obviously you can utilize that to buy some of the stratagems in the game. And if you're going into the higher difficulties, if you're playing on medium or anything below medium, I feel like all of those difficulties are literal memes. It's memes to set you up so you know how to play the game. Then once you get to challenging, it's like, okay, we're getting a difficulty spike here. Challenging is where things get really challenging. Obviously, that's where things get challenging, but challenging against the automatons is what gets more so difficult. And then obviously the bug missions are a little bit easier, but I'm sure there will be a little bit of variety. Remember that things are constantly going to be evolving with Helldivers 2, and it's been really enjoyable just to see everybody utilize things a little bit differently. But yeah, if you get into the higher difficulties, I highly recommend you to have a 4-person squad. A lot of people are pretty adamant that you can finish all of the missions, even up to the highest difficulty or second to highest difficulty, with just a 2-man squad. Yeah, if you're nice at the game, you can probably do that. Myself and many others, we're not nice at the game, so 4-person squad is ideal. But yeah, not only having a multiple person squad, but also taking the right stratagems and utilizing the stratagems effectively. Don't utilize the stratagems, especially some of them, and nuke your entire teammates, because trust me, your boy's done quite a lot of that. And yeah, let's just say people get a little bit upset with me, and I'm trying to get a little bit better at that. But nonetheless, utilizing the stratagems effectively is one of the core pillars of the game, and having the right stratagems equipped. Some of the stratagems I just feel like aren't that great, but then others are just absolutely ridiculous and really are the backbone of the game in terms of doing well. Obviously, different stratagems for different mission objectives and whatnot. And kind of funny, the tweet from Helldivers 2, not really funny, but impressive more so than anything. 15.9k likes on Twitter and 1 million views as I'm recording this video. By the time you're watching this video, it is probably greatly increased, and the game still got a very, very healthy player count even as we get deeper into the weekend. It's not the weekend. We're a week removed from the official release of the game, and the game is easily well above 100,000 players every time I look at the community hub. Right now in particular, it has hit a new high of 190,000 players. That's probably partly due to the fact that this new event has launched, and in partly due to the fact that the servers are working, so that is absolutely great. Obviously, if you are playing on PC and you go to the Steam Community Hub section, it's sometimes a dumpster fire, and maybe it's not the best idea to go through the community threads all the time. But to go over the patch notes, first of all, the patch that they just dropped, this is for this patch. Our area focuses defend events, updated content for major orders, and fixes defend events have been fixed and received an update. Now, they also dropped another patch, and this did a lot of various fixes. Good day, Helldivers. Fresh patch notes coming your way to optimize your liberation efforts. For this patch, we have focused on the following areas: improve general game stability. I've had some crashes, as have a lot of people. This is not exclusive to PC, PlayStation 5 as well, and it seems like a crash that is just the most infuriating is literally when you're about to extract from a mission and the game crashes and then you're just SOL. And yeah, thanks for doing the mission. I mentioned this before, but we had bumped the difficulty up one, and it took everything in our power to like finish this mission. And then all my boys, they were able to extract fine. Obviously, with like 30 seconds left, my game crashes and I was completely out of luck. You don't know the rage that ensued in me after that, but thankfully the crashes have been few and far between. I think at this point I've only experienced 2, maybe 3. I don't recall exactly. I think it was 2, but yeah, the one really does stand out to me as one that completely infuriated me. Prepared build for upcoming server matchmaking improvements. Obviously, those are very much needed. I haven't had the necessity to match up with like random people because I do have a squad of people, and based on who I'm talking to, it seems like most people are just finding a squad that they can rely on and just playing with them. You know, sometimes it can be a little bit of a crapshoot depending on if you play with random people. Resolving connectivity and disconnect issues as well. Then in terms of various fixes, fix crash when application was closed shortly after start. Game no longer crashes during extraction cutscene. That is, yeah, very nice fix there. User profile with too many friends no longer causes crashes. That's definitely important. Fix crash when using text-to-speech during extraction cutscene. Game no longer crashes when users disconnect during the joining cutscene. Operation status and mission summary no longer cause crash. Fix crashes caused by leftover visual effects from disconnected players. Game no longer crashes when using ADS. Repaired instability in game data packing that caused increased patch sizes. Improved backend connectivity reduces likelihood of disconnecting in missions. Improved matchmaking experiences and likelihood of success. Again, for the majority of people, it seems like the imperative area that they need to fix is the matchmaking and server issues, and obviously we had the issue where it was difficult to get into game, and then if you did sneak your way into game, the rewards weren't registering for games. It was just a complete crap show over the weekend, and I know some people just want to defend and go find another game to play. That's not the point. The point is people paid $40 for the game and were excited to check it out, and over the weekend, especially Sunday, it was an absolute crap show. We can enjoy the game as much as we want, guys, and I really like the game. It's literally one of my favorite games of the year thus far, and I know we're only 2 months in, but there have been a lot of great games this year, and Helldivers 2 is right in the mix with some of the best experiences I've had, but we don't need to, just because we enjoy the game, absolve the game from any types of problems, because if they can get away with servers being down for almost the entirety of a day, like, come on now, like, people defending that's crazy. I get it. It's a multiplayer game that exceeded expectations, but we don't need to just completely defend it. They're gonna be fine. The game has sold over 1 million copies. We're gonna get a ton of content updates. Arrowhead Game Studios is incredibly happy with the success they've had. They don't need a bunch of people at every turn defending them for every area. If there's a lot of server issues, and Sunday it was really, really bad, and honestly inexcusable, and they fixed it. Good for them. I can give them credit where credit is due, but Sunday, like, people defending them, I was like, bro, well, what are you guys doing here? The game's great. I highly recommend it to everybody. If you have a group of friends to play it with, it's even better than, you know, if you're matchmaking with random people. But yeah, just some of the best cooperative gameplay that I've had in a long, long time. And you guys know how generally I feel about multiplayer games and live service, but this game is doing live service right. The microtransactions aren't egregious up until this point. Not egregious whatsoever. If you want to spend money, like, you can. And one of my boys did, and I was like, bro, you know you can get the super credits for free. And then he was like, oh, but like, guess what? He's enjoying the game. He doesn't care about the $20 he spent on top of the base game. The Steeled Veterans War Bond, you can easily get it by just playing the game. I imagine most of you guys, if you've played the game at length, especially since like Thursday, Friday of last week, you've already gotten it by now. Not difficult whatsoever. And the rotating catalog of things to buy in the Superstore with the fake Amazon reviews, those are excellent. Those are excellent. They get the little things so right at this game. The social media marketing and just like the little things they do to add a layer of humor. Man, Helldivers 2 just does a lot of things right, and I'm so happy that the game has resonated at a level where it has just crushed all expectations, especially after the lackluster marketing that Sony and PlayStation gave this game. But yeah, it's really popped off from a word-of-mouth standpoint. But that'll do it for me. Again, we do have a new event, a Defend campaign. That'll be live for 2 more weeks, and a new patch dropping with a lot of fixes. Hopefully, as far as crashes go, that'll be mitigated quite a bit. But again, your thoughts down below, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.